All right, everybody. We're sitting here talking to Isaiah Wright, running back off of Last Chance U, season 1 and 2. How's it going, Isaiah?
How you doing? I'm doing good.
And we were really excited that like when you messaged back, I couldn't even believe it, to be honest. Like I was kind of like surprised.
This is Last Chance U is probably one of our favorite shows on Netflix. We've For people who are listening to this, maybe they don't know, our very first ever actual interview ever was C.J. Rivas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's my homeboy.
Yeah, he was when we had the idea of our podcast and we kind of came up with the platform and everything. We sent out messages to a whole bunch of guys, and he was the only one that replied. And so he was our very first interview ever. So.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, we like the Last Chance U boys. You guys.
y'all do it for us all the time. Y'all always there for us.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to be.
And I was really like kind of wanting to hear about. You were like one of the few guys that was on. I think you might have been the only guy that played on both seasons. We just kind of wanted to hear like some of the differences of like season 1 and 2.
Okay, well, I mean, I wouldn't say there's much differences, but I mean, saying with Coach Stevens, you know what I'm saying, the attitude slowed down, you know what I'm saying, just being there for his team, being there for his players, kind of build up for him, and just really everything was just about the same, just on another level of striving to win it, to go back to the national and win it.
And so, like, whenever you got to the school and they told you, like, do you remember, like, when they told you y'all were actually going to be a Netflix show? Like, do you remember kind of hearing, like, the first time you got the idea?
Actually, how we found out was actually pretty weird. We was just, all right, one day we was just walking around, and next thing you know, we just start seeing big old white vans just driving around, and then cameras just start coming out. So we thinking, like, this got to be some police type stuff. I don't know what they got going on. Then, the next thing you know, they're at their practice, and then they're like, and then we asked them, like, what y'all videoing for? And they was like, we about to start a series on Netflix, and then that's when it all jumped off.
I always pictured like when you like committed to the school, they were like, all right, we're gonna have a Netflix like documentary at the same time. Just
no, see, no, I didn't even know. Like that's what I'm saying. It was so random.
Oh my God,
that's crazy. That makes it even cooler because it's kind of like people didn't really like go to that school thinking that would happen.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I didn't know. See, because my brother Camion Patrick went there. That's when I went. So he had left. So when the season actually started, we don't, you know, what I'm saying, going through summer, going through all that, and the next thing you know, it's getting to down to where it's like playing time. The next thing you know, these vans just start pulling up.
Wow.
And they had like certain guys, like you were one of them that talked more and like were a little bit more featured. Did they kind of ask you like, do you want to be kind of more like on camera or?
Yeah, they asked. They asked if you would like to be on camera and everything. I was like, yeah, that's fine with me. I love my face on TV.
When your end goals to get to the NFL, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what kind of taking a step back, like as a young kid, like what kind of got you into football? Like just where you grew up or whatever. What was it?
Well, see, at the time when my dad, you know, said I was in foster care for a long time, about 6 years as a kid. But when I did have my dad before then, it was just really football's not even my sport. Football's not even my first sport. Baseball's my first sport. I know how to play baseball more than I know how to play football. It's just that I stuck with football. And,
really?
Yeah. I'm gonna say I was hitting off a pitcher machine at 65 miles per hour at like age 5.
Oh my God, that's
crazy.
Insane.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's just my dad, his training with us just, you know what I'm saying, I guess it just piqued up our sports abilities. I said we didn't get in trouble. We didn't get whoopings. We just got like, you got to do wall squats for like 10 minutes holding a bucket of water.
That's way worse than a spanking. Yeah, that's way worse.
Yeah. So it was just building us up for how we are today.
Wow, that's crazy. And did you play all through middle and high school and all that stuff?
Yeah, I played all through. Well, I didn't play middle school ball because I would say my age. Yeah, I just turned 21 on the 16th, last 16.
Oh, so okay.
My birthday runs kind of late, so it's either middle school was gonna make me into a wide receiver, but I was playing running back at the time, and I was the best running back in the county where I was at in Clinton, and I didn't feel like I needed to be a wide receiver, so I just stayed down at Little League. So I really ain't never played middle school ball.
So, but you played running back in high school though.
Yeah, I know. I actually played quarterback in high school.
that seems to be the trend with a lot of guys.
Yeah, we've heard a lot of guys that like are now running backs or something. They at one point were a quarterback for at least a little bit.
We ran the read option.
Okay, that's pretty. Yeah, that makes sense. So you probably ran a lot of quarterback sneaks and a lot of quarterback draws and stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot. I would say, if I remember correctly, the stats I had, they were ridiculous. It was like, I had like 40. They cheated me out of some, but I had like 49 touchdowns coming from quarterback with like 2,000 yards rushing, with 1,000 yards throwing.
Probably played a 10-game season.
Yeah.
You had a pretty good arm too.
Yeah, it wasn't accurate, but I know I can get it there to where I needed to put it.
That's all that matters.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, what it is typically is like a lot of guys. It seems like we talk to a lot of these guys. It's like the best athlete, kind of just bounces around the field and plays all the key positions. So
yeah.
That's kind of just what it always seems.
Yeah,
to be
most likely. I would say that's why they got like some. You don't got a really specific position. It's just athlete on your thing. It's ATH. It just says athlete.
Yeah,
so where they can put you anywhere. Yeah.
And it kind of narrows down as you get to college and stuff like that. You find your groove, and like obviously you're a pretty good running back because that's where they put you in college. So
yeah.
So what kind of?
We know he can kick return. We've seen that on the show.
Actually, to be honest, I got recruited as receiver for East Mississippi.
For real?
Yeah, I just tried out for running back just because I was like, can I try it? And then my first time running it, I almost scored. So they was like, well, let's keep it there.
Was that the kick return?
No, this was in like summer practice.
Oh, okay.
Like when we first started getting our pads on, I just asked if I could try running back once, and then that's when it started.
Oh, so in practice you almost took it to the house, and they were like, well, you can stay running back if you want.
And then see the kick return. That was my first ever college touch on a college field, college touchdown ever, and I wasn't even supposed to be in the game.
And you take one to the house.
Yeah, and I take one to the house.
Because they had, I think they had DJ Law.
It was DJ and Stagg. What was I trying to get his name? Alexander Stagg or something like that. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I said his name.
That's crazy. So like whenever they when they're filming this documentary, are they following you around like all? Is it pretty much an all day thing? Like are they following you around all day every week almost?
Yeah, it's pretty much all day every week. If I say they came into class with us, they came in eating with us, they did everything.
What are the other kids who don't play football like? What are they thinking?
I mean, at first they thinking too, like, why are y'all being followed around by cameras? and then next thing you know, when we telling them what's it about, everybody's trying to sit around the people that's got the camera on them so they can be on TV.
That is so funny.
Yeah, it's just really just funny. That's all it was.
CJ told us it was like it really didn't feel like you were getting filmed all the time. It kind of felt.
Yeah, I'm about to say it didn't even take about 2 days. Once you got the 2 days, then you're just like, oh yeah, I know he's there. Just don't look at him. Just act like you're doing something else.
Did they tell you? Is that what they kind of tell you? Like, don't like just stare into the camera whenever you're doing stuff.
But they was like, just be normal, like we're not even here.
Wow.
So.
I've always wondered how a documentary kind of like that's filmed, like these.
I always kind of pictured that, and like I've always thought, like they probably just film a lot of extra stuff. That way, they can get anything that happens, and also it doesn't always feel like, well, this is what's going to be on TV.
That's what it was. So they got a lot of film that they film that's like that's just like out of randomness, just so they can keep it going without you being like so, you know what I'm saying, messed up about it, like, you know what I'm saying, just distracted.
Wow.
One day they could probably release all that stuff and make like a bonus thing out of it.
Exactly. Yeah, I was about to say, I know they got a lot of extra stuff. I was about to say, because if they do another one too, they just film. When I just got out of jail, they filmed me when I came out of jail.
Do you ever like go back and do you ever go back and watch some of the shows, like some of the episodes and stuff?
Yeah, I go back and watch the first 2 seasons. I don't want to. I only watch my part on that first season. I don't want to watch that no more.
Did you watch the new season they did?
Yeah, I watched the new season. If I said I don't want to watch it no more.
Yeah, I thought the Coach Brown one was pretty good. It was just kind of like I like the EMCC a little bit better.
Actually, I like his coaching coming from how he was coaching. I would love him as a coach.
I thought he was funny though.
That man is hilarious.
That dude is hilarious.
The new coach.
Yeah, that dude. He has nothing to play with either. That dude's 100% serious.
He 100% dead serious. One of my homeboys was out here telling me as he was watching. He was like, now, He was like, "Now I bet you wouldn't go cuss him out because he gonna cuss you right back out." Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
he
but you know what I'm
definitely
saying.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're totally good.
But you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, that dude's wild, man. For people that don't know,
That dude, yeah, like the first couple episodes, they say like he grew up in some like kind of like a
Yeah, they said he grew up in
Compton, I
was it
think.
Compton? Yeah, he was in Compton, and he was one of the only white boys that was out with the blood. So I was like,
that man's nothing to
He
play
drives
with.
like this like awesome like Cadillac. He has like 5 Cadillacs.
ooh.
Dude's crazy, man. But so kind of like so right now in your transition, I don't know, I don't know how much maybe we should get into this or not, but you did say you just got out of jail and stuff like that. So like, what's your plan to kind of get back on track and achieve that goal of the NFL? Like, what's your kind of end game here?
Well, as of right now, my in-game plan is just what I'm saying, work out, keep my body, get my body back right, my mentally, physically, and just really work on this probation, and just as of right now, just progress, and then what I'm saying, wherever God puts in front of me, that's what I'm gonna take.
And I saw you putting up some workout videos. I think it was with Justin Allen, right?
Yeah, no, I put that was actually, to be honest, on Twitter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was actually with my brother and my homeboy.
Oh, okay, nice.
Where I was playing like DB and like doing 1-on-ones and stuff.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was just with my homeboys, my brother. We're all getting together. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. See, that's my main goal too. It's just I want to get my family and just my homeboys out of where we stay, because it ain't nothing but a constant cycle
It's a
with
battle.
with the people. Yeah, with people out here. So it's either way I can to get them out. If they can sit here and record me, they sit here, do raps with me, and any way I can do it, I want to do it for them.
Yeah, it's it's kind of tough, seeing these guys who are just like people like you, and you think about some of these guys like there's the first one that comes to mind, just where they grew up, like Randy Moss, like he's the guy who just got
Yeah.
out, he got, I don't know if you've ever seen his documentary on Netflix.
Yeah, Pruitt, Coach Pruitt.
Yeah.
His son was my high school coach.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
He actually came. He actually came and like gave me little tips about being a court. He chewed me out too.
But it's like I was saying, it's kind of just like you see these guys who have the drive to get out of this, and it's just a culture of where you grow up.
Exactly. It's just how you adapt to your environment, and then your environment either, if you don't want to come out of your environment's going to consume you.
Exactly. You got to have you got to definitely have the drive. You got to have the want to get out. And you can definitely tell you want it. How much everything we've ever seen you talking about getting in the NFL. It's no doubt that you got the drive, but it's just like
Yeah, you
it's
gotta
just
have
like
it.
it's like it's like a black hole, and if you get sucked in, it's like
Yeah, it's you never know where it's going.
yeah, you can't get out once you get sucked in. It's a tough thing, and it's a real thing. That's what sucks about it. It's so real. But
Yes.
so do you have school left? Do you have any school left you need to kind of finish up?
I know I got 2 years I know I got 2 years left. I don't know. I gotta check with my transcripts and everything to make sure if I can be cleared to play or anything. But I know I got 2 years of college left.
Yeah, and you said you just turned 21, so you're still young.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
some
yeah.
guys
I'm
play
about to
till
say
24.
I just turned 21.
Yeah, you're still super young. You could do 2 years and get out and be in the league at 23, like a normal, 23,
Normal,
24.
yeah.
That's completely normal. That's a lot of scenarios.
Yes, it's a lot. That's why I say I just, as of right now, I'm really just I'm putting all my faith and all of it into God and let him drive us.
I think putting up those workout videos too, like we talked to some guys, and it sounds like there's like a lot of scouts and recruiters that see that stuff, like and you got your messages open, so I always think that could like really pay off.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's just whatever I can put out, I'm gonna put it out just because I know at the end of the day it helps.
Yeah, I mean, the internet nowadays is such a powerful tool. It's you get eyes on it about anything nowadays. But it's super cool, man. But so, what's your whenever you do go back to school? Is there a school you'd like to go back to? If you just had if you had open chance to pick somewhere,
Open chances. I really want D1, and I really want it in the Pac-12 or the ACC.
Okay. Could you are you able to call up a school if you have 2 years eligibility? Like if you look at your papers and you find out you got 2 years eligibility and you're cleared to play, I mean, what's the process of just do you just enroll in a school, or do you call them up and say,
I let them know I'm eligible to play, and then you know what I'm saying, I got my transcripts, and whoever wanted, I go see my. That's where that's where.
Awesome, sweet man. Well,
once you get the first offer, from what I've heard, they all start rolling in.
Yeah, and once you get that one, they all blow in.
Well, yeah, they don't want somebody getting an advantage ahead of them. That's absolutely not. They're not going to do anything to hurt their own football program. They'll do anything they can to save it. So.
Yeah. Trying to think of a couple more questions. We really appreciate you talking with us. This was
you welcome, yeah, man.
So
I got my new puppy all on my neck, Sleep.
Oh man, that's awesome, man. Well, man, we'll continue to help you. You know, get these video. Every time you put a video out, we'll help you share it and get some likes on it.
Thank you. I need all the help I can get.
Yeah, well, everybody go follow Isaiah Wright on. You got it, and your Twitter's kind of new, right?
Yeah, that's this is my Twitter. That old one, whatever that was, I don't know who that is.
Okay, yeah, that was kind of one of our little concerns, because some of these guys, like we've had a couple guys like that we've talked to, kind of messages, and it ended up not being a real account. And it was the reason we were concerned is because it was such a new account. We were like, gosh.
Yeah, I just walked out of the jail doors, and they talking about somebody got a Twitter. I said, I don't even know how to work Twitter.
That was kind of, we were.
When I messaged you, I was like, I think you might reply, like, at least I got a chance, because he just made this thing, and I don't think like a whole lot of people have been like asking him to do these. So like, I was thinking, but I was like, I don't know if this thing's real though, but I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
We were pretty confident because we seen some of the people that followed you, and you followed them, and we were like, we're pretty sure, like we're almost certain. So.
Yeah, like when I get an itch, I'm always on the move. I can't sit still. I'm always on the move, but my phone be blinging. I'm follow all my fans. I don't care who it is. If you say you're my fan and you're really for me and really want me to, strive, you will get a follow back. I promise.
Well, everybody hear that?
Yeah, we can attest to that. That did happen.
This is true.
I'm about to say it's just you gotta give me some time. I'm gonna follow you now. Trust me.
All right, man.
Because I get a lot of them.
Well, man, we appreciate your time and everything, and we're looking forward to keeping up with you and watching you on this journey, and watching the NFL one day. Come play for the Carolina Panthers and be a running back. We're out here in Charlotte, so we want you to come play for the Panthers. That'd be awesome.
All right, now.
All right, man.
We appreciate your time, and
you're welcome.
We really couldn't even believe this. Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
You welcome. It's no problem. That's why I say anytime.
All right, bud. Have a good day now.
All right, you too.